What's good, YouTube? Crown Jewel from Crown Jewel Boxing, back with a gem. To come on real quick, speak on yet another topic that piqued my attention in the week leading up to the King Ryan Garcia Devin Haney clash on last Saturday at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. A couple days before the fight, during the media run, Stephen A. Smith sat down with Hall of Fame fighter and future Hall of Fame promoter, Golden Boy Oscar De La Hoya, to discuss the fight that he was promoting. Again, King Ryan Garcia against Devin the Dream Haney. King Ryan, of course, being linked to Oscar De La Hoya as he signed to his promotional company. So Oscar was there to not only, big up the fight and promote the fight, but also, he's partial to his guy. So when Stephen A. was making a case for Ryan Garcia not really having much of a chance in the fight, as most people thought, Oscar was stating his case as to why he felt like Ryan did have a good shot in the fight. And one of those feathers in his cap, or assets that he had going into the fight, according to Oscar De La Hoya, is former trainer of the year, multi-time world champion trainer out of Dallas, Texas, Mr. Derrick James. Stephen A., he looked at Oscar De La Hoya and reacted as if Oscar De La Hoya had told a joke or had, recommended or suggested that some type of underqualified, unproven, and undeserving trainer was heading into his corner and was unworthy of the praise that Oscar De La Hoya was heaping on. And he was quick to pounce. Like, you can't be talking about like the same Derrick James that was in Errol Spence's corner the night that Terrence Crawford did with every trainer has wins and losses. A trainer can only come up with a game plan, give in-fight instructions, and trust the fighter to carry out the plan or make the adjustments as he's instructed him to do so. He can't fight for him. But that's funny because we've seen Canelo dominated by Floyd Mayweather. I didn't hear Stephen A. Smith disrespect his trainer. We've seen several fighters, suffer losses. I never heard Stephen A. Smith come out and discredit their trainers. But Derrick James, a black man, I think Stephen A. Smith feels is safe to belittle and demean. This man has done more in sports than you can dream of. You only have a job because you write about people like him and you insult him. And like I said, this only happens. I would have a problem with him doing it to anybody, but it's even more amplified because he only does it to African-American men. Y'all better listen to Kwame Brown when he's talking, because that brother be speaking a lot of truth. Stephen A. Snitch or Stephen A. Smith, you a fraud. You have no talent. I agree with Kwame. You have no talent. Your only talent is talking about people who have talent and tearing down people who have exceeded your level of athleticism in life. I don't have a problem with anybody analyzing or critiquing a sport. But what you do, I agree with Kwame, goes way too far. You disrespect these people. You disrespect these people and you can't hold a candle to what they do. You have never even, we saw you hit the pads. You know nothing about boxing. Your boxing takes a terrible, that's another thing that bugs me about you. Every time you speak on boxing, you talk like you're an official on it. You have no clue what's going on in boxing. I don't care how many people in boxing you call. You yourself know nothing. So I'd like to see us start to boycott this man, because this aligns itself right along with the comments he made in support of Trump about us as, minorities being able to, African Americans being able to identify with Donald Trump because of the way he's being persecuted by the justice system. No, there's a difference. There's a difference. Donald Trump is a Caucasian man with all the influence in the world to handle his legal troubles that he brings upon himself. That's not the plight of the African American man or the people in the African American community. Don't ever make the mistake of making that comparison. And again, I like to see us take a strong stance about you bringing down our key figures in sports that ascend to the top of their game only to have you wait for an opportunity to pounce on them and disrespect them when they come up short. Shame on you. Get rid of Stephen A. Snitch. Don't watch his YouTube channels. Don't support his show. Don't watch him on BET. The dude's a fraud. I mean, ESPN, not BET. On ESPN, but he's a fraud. Until next time, keep your hands up, your chin down, your ass off the floor. Peace.